What's going on, Phoenicians? My name is Phoenix787 and welcome to episode 1 of Survival Japanese, featuring Shirotan, whatever, right? I was going to make these a long time ago. I ran out of ideas and or willingness to make them and or time. So I just kind of kept putting them off, and now I finally have the time to make these videos now, but I didn't really know what topic to make them on. So today there was a little bit of a scare today, and I'll get to that in a second. But today we're going to talk about earthquake alerts, right? Now this is survival Japanese, right? If an earthquake alert comes to your phone, you're going to want to understand what that alert says, right? If you remember last year, the earthquake vlog, which is one of my top videos for whatever reason, in the middle of that earthquake, my phone went off, the alarm went off, and there was a earthquake alert, right? And it was in Japanese, entirely in Japanese. These alerts are always in Japanese. Now, however, there is an earthquake app called Yudeikuru, which I highly recommend you guys get if you're going to spend some time in Japan. However, sometimes those alerts are not in English and they're only in Japanese, so I don't know why they do that. Also, if you watch TV, they'll probably have earthquake alerts on TV as well, right? And as soon as an earthquake happens, I immediately just go straight to NHK, because they're the most reliable source of information when it comes to earthquakes. And I also go straight to Twitter. Japanese Twitter is extraordinarily helpful when it comes to news, right? So most of these survival Japanese lessons are going to go with, being able to understand Japanese Twitter and also understanding NHK words, right? Because both are very hard. They're completely different, lots of slang on Twitter, and very official words on NHK. But today we're going to talk about the earthquake alert thing that you would probably see on NHK. And it stems off of what happened earlier today. At 5 o'clock, there was an alert that was put out for an earthquake, magnitude 9.1, Shindo 7, encircling this entire area of Kanto, in just a huge area, right? And when that happened, I was sitting here at my desk. I was completely confused. I was like, what's going on here? Is there an earthquake in the head? Because it was centered in Tokyo Bay. So I just immediately, grabbed onto the desk, preparing to die, preparing for the worst. But there was no shaking. There was nothing. It was so weird. I just kind of sat here waiting for whatever happened, and I got the earthquake alert. And then I quickly got another alert that said that it was a false alarm. But because I understood what the earthquake alert was, and also whenever, for example, the Kyushu earthquake, when those happened, I was able to translate those into English very readily because I know what those words are. Now, you might not understand these words, right? So, when an earthquake happens, you'll probably hear from the emergency alert system, Kinkyu Jishin Sokuhou desu. You would hear that first, right? And then you would hear, Tsuyoi yure o keikai shite kudasai is the word right there. It means prepare for strong shaking. Basically, that's what that means. Tsuyoi, strong, yure, shaking, o keikai shite kudasai. It's a very professional way of saying prepare for something, right? Or get yourself prepared to be shaken about like a bunch. Now, in terms of information, you're going to have a few things. Shingenji, which is where the earthquake's located. Fukasa, which is depth of the earthquake. A magnitude, or Kibo Shimetsu magnitude, right? You'll hear that on NHK mostly. They also, of course, say Shindo whatever, right? Now, Shindo is specifically used in Japan to refer to the intensity of shaking, right? So, for example, you'll have a huge magnitude 8 earthquake, whatever, that's up in Miyagi, but down here in Tokyo, you wouldn't feel it that strongly. You would still feel it, but it wouldn't be strong, right? It would be Shindo 6 up there, and then Shindo 3 down here. Shindo 3, you'll wake up, right? Sorry for the mess in my bed, I'm doing laundry. You'll wake up if you're asleep with a Shindo 3, but it won't do anything, right? Whereas Shindo 6, there's going to be damage. And then Shindo 7, which is that gigantic pink circle around Kanto you guys saw earlier, you're going to be wanting to pray during a Shindo 7 earthquake. If you recall, the Kumamoto quake a few months ago, was Shindo 7 as well, right? The first of the two main earthquakes were Shindo 7. The Great East Japan earthquake was also Shindo 7, and the Shindo 7 for that quake was felt in a very large area up in Miyagi. In Tokyo, it was Shindo 5, so it was still very strong, right? Now, I did feel the main Kumamoto quake, but there was no alert given, but it was eventually changed to give Shindo 3, right? So, sometimes the Yudeikuru app will tell you if there was a big earthquake in Japan, right? And then, if there was a big earthquake and then you feel it, you'll understand why you felt something, right? Let's review our words, right? Kinkyu Jishin Sokuhou desu. This is a emergency alert for an earthquake. Bad translation. 強い揺れを警戒してください. Please prepare yourself for strong shaking. 震源地は where is the location of the earthquake? So, for example, Kanto Chiho, Taiheiyo Oki, which is offshore of the, in the Pacific Ocean, right? Nihon Kai Oki, which is in the Sea of Japan, and so on, right? Fukasa, the depth of the earthquake, right? How deep the earthquake is. Now, if it's shallow, it might cause a tsunami, right? But if it's deep, it won't cause a tsunami. And then Kiboshimetsu magnitude is like the felt magnitude, or the measured magnitude, right? Magnitude is the same as the magnitude used in America. And then, of course, the main thing you probably want to know here is Shindo, right? Shindo 4, Shindo 5, whatever, right? And then if you actually go on Twitter and search the Shindo of that earthquake, you'll find a lot of stuff posted there. So, for example, today's false alarm, everyone was posting Shindo Nana. And I believe it is still trending. Shindo Nana is still trending, I think. So I hope you guys learned a little bit of useful words today. And thank you, Shirotan, for your help. He's funny. Hey, don't mock me. I'll do these more often as I see fit. I don't really know what I should do for these. Like, I don't even know what to translate. So, leave a comment down below on what words I should teach you guys in Japanese. Especially, survival related, right? Especially if you're, like, fresh off the plane and you're trying to figure out where to go. Let me know what you think I should do. But otherwise, thank you guys so much for leaving a like. And I will see you on the next video. Take it easy, Phoenicians.